The seats with the chairbacks in the center are reserve seats, and the seats located on the far side of the stadium are for the visiting team. At this time, we would like to recognize the senior members of the marching band. They will be recognized on the football field now. However, immediately following the playing of the national anthem, we would like the senior members of the band to come onto the track for a group photo. Seniors, right now, when I call your name, please take a bow and step out of formation or wave to the crowd. On flute, Hannah Adan, daughter of Valerie and Gregory Adan. Stephen Barrios, son of Edwin and Tess Barrios. Sierra Hart, daughter of Chris and Brandy Braniff and Chris and Kim Hart. Playing clarinet, Dominique Darville, daughter of Stephanie Beckham. Jayla Dubose, daughter of Latrina Paschal and Carrie Paschal Sr. Violet Garretts, daughter of Stephen Garretts. Abel Rodriguez, son of Ada and Abel Rodriguez. Lauren Tronstad, daughter of Aaron and Melinda Tronstad. On bass clarinet, Helena Houston, daughter of Stephanie and William Houston. Playing alto saxophone, Vanessa Nichols, daughter of Sean Nichols and Francis Nichols. Dominic Williams, son of Amy Mendoza and James Williams. On tenor sax, Rachel Slayball, daughter of Mike and Thomas Slayball. On bari sax, Haley Robinson, daughter of Nancy and Rob Robinson. Playing trumpet, Marcella Malave, daughter of Brandy Hudson and Ronnie Hudson. Nicholas Peacock, son of Wendy Peacock and Jackie Peacock. Kiara Prince, daughter of Francis Prince. On baritone, Callie Reed, daughter of Denise Reed and Dan Reed. Playing tuba, Dylan Thompson, son of Melanie and Kevin Thompson. Now for the members of the drum line battery. Taylor Powell, bass drum, daughter of Tyree Powell and Kurt Powell. Jose Hernandez, cymbals, son of Jose and Mona Hernandez. Julissa Hernandez, cymbals, daughter of Jose and Mona Hernandez. John Coleman, cymbals, son of Patrick and Teresa Coleman. Members of the front ensemble, Lacey Gorenflow, Marinda, daughter of Kenneth and Bill Gorenflow. Brian Snipes, Bells, son of Brian Snipes Sr. Now for our color guard members. They are Michaela Gepford, daughter of Don Denton. Leah Hahn, daughter of Alma Hahn and Brian Hahn. Katie Stats, daughter of Megan Stats, Brian Leonard, and Staff Sergeant David Stats. And our senior drum majors, Gabby Bernard, daughter of Joan Lenahan Bernard and David Bernard. Cedar Lorif, son of Pete and Fonda Lorif. Ladies and gentlemen, your WHS Marching Band Seniors. Seniors, after you play the national anthem, please come to the track for a group senior band photo. Please rise and turn your attention to the end of the track and give a warm Tiger welcome to our soldiers who will be marching in on the track, including members of the 787th Military Police Battalion, who are the high partners for the high school. They will march into the stadium as the Waynesville High School Tiger Pride marching band performs Main Street America. Main Street America is a patriotic medley that includes a portion of each military branch's theme song. When you recognize your branch's theme song, we encourage you to sing along. In addition, Waynesville High School would like to say a special thank you to their partners in education who help students and the school throughout the school year. They are the 787th Military Police Battalion who just marched in. Let's give a round of applause for all of our military. If you have an opportunity, shake their hands this evening and thank them for their service to this nation. You may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise again as the Waynesville JROTC Armed Color Guard presents the colors. This team competes throughout the entire year at multiple drill competitions and performs at various local and regional events. Performing as Color Guard Commander, Cadet Molly Hanley. Carrying U.S. colors is Cadet Alicia Perchman. Carrying Missouri State colors is Cadet Michaela Brawler. Performing as the left guard is Cadet Jackson Ronjay. Performing as the right guard is Cadet Jesse Whitaker. Please remove your headgear, place your right hand over your heart for the playing of the national anthem. Senior members of the Tiger Pride Marching Band, please come to the track for your group photo now. While the seniors are not on the track, I want to remind everyone that tonight's football game is not only an interscholastic competitive matchup between these two schools, it is also an extended educational experience for the student athletes. The Missouri State High School Activities Association and these members of Waynesville High School know that events such as these help teach life values to young participants. Keeping that in mind, we ask you to continue to proud Missouri traditions and display good sportsmanship throughout the contest.
Girls, move! Move now! Move now! Move now!
Lieutenant Colonel Stephen Russo, the commander of the 77th Military Police Battalion at Fort Leonard Wood, and Dr. Brian Henry, Superintendent of Waynesville Schools, will join the team captains on the field for the ceremonial coin toss. Colonel Russo will present the Waynesville team captains with a military coin.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Waynesville Tiger football as the Tigers take on Ozark Conference rival, the Joplin Eagles, tonight here at Tiger Stadium. I'm Mike Rawlings. Along with me tonight is Matt Johnson. Matt, Joplin rolled upstream on 44 tonight, 2 hours to take on the Waynesville Tigers. Joplin rolls in here at 3-2. Tigers still looking for their first victory on the season. It's going to be a tough matchup for the Tigers tonight.
Absolutely. You know, we would love to send those Joplin Eagles back downstream with a loss tonight. But as you said, looking for our first win on the season. Been flashes, a lot of good this season. But being able to put those plays back-to-back together, consistent drives, just haven't really had all the cylinders firing at once for the Waynesville Tigers. Hope to see them get it on track here tonight.
Well, the Tigers the last 2 weeks have had weather concerns on Friday night, had to play their games on Saturday afternoon. Not going to be a problem tonight. It's a beautiful night for football. Unseasonably warm here at Tiger Stadium, but big crowd here tonight. Folks, at halftime, you're going to want to hurry up and get back to your TV set because it's Little Cheerleader night here at Tiger Stadium. It's Military Appreciation night here at Tiger Stadium. As you look out right now, we've got the coin toss going on with representatives Fort Leonard Wood out there with the coin toss. A lot of excitement. Military Appreciation was supposed to be last week, but after the game got moved to Saturday afternoon, they moved it to Friday night, tried to get it back on somewhat a normal schedule. I had a chance to talk with a couple members of the coaching staff this week. They're real happy to be playing back on Friday night. It just keeps things flowing consistently in what they're used to.
Well, and we've talked about that during basketball season and when we've had a snow day, and the players just get off of that normal routine that they're used to getting up in the morning, come in, go to class, go through their pregame meal, the ebb and flow of a normal day. You get out of the rhythm and it just kind of throws you for a loop sometimes. So like you said, it'll be big for the guys to have a normal day of school here, come out, ready to lace them up and go after it here at Tiger Field tonight.
Tigers coming off a tough-fought loss last Saturday against the Rolla Bulldogs. Tigers strike first, played a really, really solid first half of that game, especially early on in the first quarter. Not able to sustain that as they come out with a loss against Rolla. Joplin last week in a shootout with West Plains as they defeat the West Plains Zizzers 48-34 down at Joplin. This offense for Joplin very dangerous. They love to run the ball, and as opposed to what we've seen from some teams that put that ball in the air a lot, the clock ought to keep moving tonight. Tigers are going to have to shore up the inside of that defense.
Well,
let Joplin get on the
absolutely. You talk about two big-time running backs in the Ozark Conference coming in here tonight for the Joplin Eagles. Going to look to try and eat up one averaging almost 5 yards per carry, the other averaging almost 7 yards per carry on the season. So definitely look to see a heavy dose of the running back.
And the thing is, the running back's not their leading rusher. Their leading rusher is a quarterback, Crawford, who last year was a running back. They made some huge adjustments on their offense. Crawford, from what we hear from down at Joplin, getting better and better each week at that passing game. We'll see the ball in the air a little bit, but I think we're going to see a heavy dose of ground game tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Joplin's going to be kicking off here to the Tigers.
Yeah, reading some comments from head coach Curtis Jasper down there at Joplin, definitely like the progress that they're getting with their quarterback. But as you said, expect a heavy dose of keeping that ball on the ground. Kick goes back. It's going to be fielded by number 2, T.J. Thomas.
Flag down on the play, Matt. in behind TJ. Nice to see TJ returning that. TJ got a little banged up this week at practice. Last I had heard, wasn't real sure how much we were going to see out of TJ Thomas tonight, but him returning the opening kickoff, that's a pretty big deal.
All right, you see quarterback Braden Draley heading in to lead the Tiger offense here. Huddle
We're
them
going
up.
to get a block in the back on the kickoff, so we're going to be moving it back here.
That'll move it back 15 yards with a personal foul. It's going to move it all the way back down to the 10-yard line. So Braden Draley and the Waynesville Tigers backed up a little bit here early on the first drive, and we'll go to work here. Tigers send out two receivers. It's Tyler Pouncey down wide out to the bottom of the screen. Believe Quentin Taylor up top. As David Adams comes in motion, he's coming out. Ball goes up the middle.
Dash Bean with the carry.
Dash is going to go forward and pick up about 3 on the carry, looks like. So that'll make it about 2nd and 7.
Dash starting his second game for the Tigers. He started last Saturday afternoon, had a nice game for Waynesville in his first varsity start.
Absolutely. We saw it kind of changed the pace up a little bit. Dash, not the prototypical or not the same type of runner that David Adams is, and sometimes that little change of pace back there in the backfield can really give the defense fits.
That's going to be Dash up the middle again. Dash runs downhill. Dash wants to get the ball inside the tackles. He wants to run hard, and he's going to hit you as he's running. And I'm going to tell you something. We've been around Dash for a few years. In our track program also, Dash is one of those kids going to give you everything he has.
Absolutely. As the run goes forward, picks up about 3, maybe 4 more. Going to bring up 3rd and 2 here for the Waynesville Tigers. Big third down early here for the Tigers deep in their own territory. Yeah, you talked about Dash, not afraid to go in and kind of initiate some contact, get some hard-fought yards. David Adams, boy, you get him in open field, and he can do a number on you.
Oh, come around misdirection. Adams gets caught in the backfield. He's going to be brought down back at the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be an 8-yard loss on that run. So the Tigers are going to have 4th and 10.
And looks like Big Tim Brett going to go in to punt for the Waynesville Tigers. Tim Breck stands all the way back in his own end zone here. Ball spotted at the 10-yard line. Boy, this is dangerous territory. You know Joplin's going to pin those ears back and try and come and get this one right here.
Timmy did a nice job last week punting for the Tigers in his first game.
High snap. Tim gets his hands on it, just gets it away. It's going to be fielded. Joplin misses the original kick, but fields it, takes off. Still on his feet at the 30 and comes all the way down across the 30. That's going to be number 4, Spencer Newell. The big senior wide receiver for the Joplin Eagles returns that kick.
Newell's a name we're probably going to be calling a little bit more tonight. He's their leading receiver on offense.
All right, so Joplin sets up in good field position here. Takes over at the Waynesville 27, 1st and 10, and they're going to go to work. All right, comes into the set. That's number 1, Joakim Crawford, the big quarterback there. 3 wide receivers out, a little quick pass back. That's Newell. Newell looking for some space. Gets past the first man, going to spill forward. Probably looks down to about the 22, 23-yard line.
Interesting start there. I don't know if that pass may have even actually been a lateral right there. Is the way that it was thrown. It was.
If it had hit the ground, I would have been real excited to try and get on top of it. I'm not so sure that wasn't back. Going to try the same play to the other side. Newell this time gets it, has space. He's got the first down. He's going to be dropped by number 8 for Waynesville. That's Tracy Gates over on the other side and making the stop, but not until he picks up the first down.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 14 for Joplin.
All right. Joakim Crawford in the set. That's number 3, Dustin Hunter in the backfield with him. Handoff goes to Hunter and tries to take it up the middle, and there's none doing there as the Waynesville Tigers wrap that one up. Looked like number 74, Jordan Breck, in on the stop there among a host of Tigers.
They're going to say he lost a yard on that, bring up 2nd and 11.
Looking out, intended receiver over there is going to be number 12, Gavin Merriman for the Joplin Eagles. Pass falls at the feet, not able to handle that one, so going to bring up 3rd down now, 3rd and about 11.
Crawford not given the opportunity off that Tiger pursuit to set his feet.
No, nice.
Made that very difficult throw. And
yeah, as you mentioned, nice pursuit from the backside. Not gonna let Crawford get set and really get a throw off there. He was gonna have to let that one go in transition.
And coming back out to Newell again.
Newell looking for some space. He's across the 10.
He's still moving. He's gonna get it down. Looks like to about the 7. Be interesting. They're gonna be short of the 1st down by a couple yards. They're gonna say actually it'll be 3 yards. It looks like it'll be 4th and 3 for Joplin.
Well, it shows what we know. Looking at all the paperwork coming in, run, and I believe of the first 6 plays, 5 have been passes. So Coach Curtis Jasper
We've got a
mixing it up over there.
Flag down on the play. Somebody lined up incorrectly, and it's going to be the Waynesville, and that's going to make it close to a 1st down. It'll be half the distance. It'll move the ball up to the.
No, it'll be full 5 yards.
It will be. You're right, Matt. It'll be a full 5 yards.
There's 5 yards to give
so that
there.
will be a 1st down. So that offsides penalty by Waynesville gives Joplin a 1st down at the 4-yard line.
Tough penalty right there for the Waynesville Tigers. Had really stiffened up right there and stopped Joplin 3 straight downs. Low snap to Crawford. Crawford looks like he's going to try and take it himself.
We got a flag down behind the play.
Flag down, and Crawford's going to be pursued down the line by the Tigers right there. Nice job by the Tigers.
I'm going to say we're going to have a hold where that flag came in. Nice.
Yeah, right there in the middle of that line. But, boy, the Tiger defense pursues straight down the line, and Crawford just finds no room to the outside right there. Would love to see the Eagles back up 10 yards, which it appears that it is. The referees are visiting with the Waynesville Tigers.
And it is going to be a hold.
It's going to be a hold. We'll come 10 yards back.
Make it 1st and goal from the 14.
Looks like just inside the 15-yard line there, so 10 tough more yards. Nice stand so far here by the Waynesville Tigers. Bend a little bit, but have not broke inside the red zone here to the Joplin Eagles thus far. Receiver comes in motion at the bottom of the screen. We've got double receivers each side. Handoff comes up the middle that time. That's going to be number 29, Bo Ellis. I'm sorry, that's going to be number 25, Chris Jones on the carry, the big senior running back.
Jones has stopped, I believe, for a loss there. Yeah, they're going to give him about a yard loss.
So
yard or two, make it 2nd and 16.
Boy, the Waynesville defense really clogging the middle of that line right now. Crawford going to keep it himself.
He gets an opening there. He's going to get it inside the 10-yard line.
He's going to be shoved out right about the 8-yard line, but yards tough to come by right here.
Crawford lowered that shoulder and got a hit on the D-back over there. I couldn't tell who that was. But
well, and you look at
a big load to bring down.
I was going to say, you look at Joakim Crawford, and he's not your prototypical long, tall quarterback over there. He's got the build of a running back. Big, heavy load for a quarterback to bring down. All right, runner comes in motion. Crawford's going to keep it again, and he's going to be dropped for a loss.
Yeah, he's going to be brought down just over the 10-yard line.
So it'll be 3rd and goal. Forward progress looks like it's right at the 10-yard line here.
It looks like Joplin's going to go for it.
All right, so 4th and 10. Joplin looks over to the sideline and get the play called. Joplin goes 5 wide receivers, 3 to the bottom, 2 up to the top of the screen.
Crawford's going to throw it across the middle. He's got a receiver, and it's going to be caught for a touchdown for Joplin.
That's going to be number 4, Spencer Newell, the leading receiver for the Joplin Eagles.
So the Eagles strike first. Put 6 on the board here at the 6:24 mark in quarter number 1.
Spencer Newell slips in just behind the defense there. Finds the little window in the end zone, puts Joplin on the scoreboard.
Can anybody hear me?
Number
30.
Who is not on my roster, in to kick the extra point for the Joplin
It's
Eagles,
up,
and
it's
it's
good.
up and good.
That extends their lead to 7-0 here at the 6:24 mark in the first quarter. While we got a minute, Matt, we want to welcome all our viewers out there on the Tiger TV Sports Network and all the millions and millions watching live via the World Wide Web. And Matt, some of our millions and millions aren't watching tonight because they've made it here to Tiger Stadium tonight. So
Absolutely. Seen many of our loyal viewers. Mr. Burnham made it down, several of the guys, but as you saw there on the TV, you got some questions, got some comments about Tiger football. Get on the Twitter and shoot us some tweets out tonight. Use that hashtag TigerTV12. We'd love to involve you if you're watching there at home tonight.
well, just like we've involved one of our loyal viewers for many, many years has been a loyal viewer, Scott Kempen. He won the grand prize tonight, to spend the night with Mike and Matt in the press box. He come up for a little bit.
The TTSN suite, he was up here
right.
having some snacks and some treats earlier. And we've got a whistle.
Whoa, we got a flag down. Okay, I was a little concerned. I was watching the return. We weren't doing anything, Matt.
Yeah, well, I saw the ball hit, and T.J. Thomas stopped and kind of looked down at it. It made me real nervous, but yeah, it has to be offside right here where the flag is. Had to get offside before the kick. Going to be offsides on the Eagles. That's going to be Jacob Bartlett, number 18 for the Eagles, trying to get a little sneaky step down the field there before the ball was kicked. So going to give the Tiger return men a little bit more room back here. All right, long high kicks away.
It bounces off Taj Parrish.
Taj picks it up. Comes across the 10, out to the 15, trying to find some room along the sideline. He's going to be dropped right as he crosses the 15-yard line.
So that's where the Tigers will take over on offense for their second series.
Want to send a big shout out to Alan Hilliard watching us out there in Tiger TV land, dialing in from Devil's Elbow tonight out there watching Tiger football. All right, David Adams goes in motion for the Tigers. Turn, gives the handoff to Dash Bean. He's going to go forward and pick up 1, maybe 2 as he falls forward across the line.
Like they're going to give him, well, they're going to be generous and give him 3, I think, on that. So it's going to be bring up a 2nd and 7.
Braden Grayley calls the play in the huddle. Tyler Pouncey splits out wide to the bottom of the screen. Going to be T.J. Thomas and David Adams go out wide to the top.
It's going to be Dash again up the middle. Going to pick up another 4 yards, it looks like.
Pick up 3 or 4 a clip every time. You march right down the field that way. Checking into the game for the Tigers. Well, the receiver switching. Quentin Taylor goes out wide to the top.
Jaquan Epperson came in for Dash there too.
Oh, okay. I saw a change. Couldn't quite catch it.
That's going to be Epperson. He's going to be close. Ball came out, but I believe the whistle had blown.
Looking at the far official, looks like it's going to be about a yard and a half short, depending on the spot here.
Yeah.
It is going to be short.
It's going to be, I think you nailed it, Matt. I think it's a yard and a half short.
So it's going to be 4th down for the Tigers here, deep in their own territory.
Timmy Breck on to punt for the Tigers.
All right, low snap to Breck. Fields it on the hop. Gets that kick away somehow. Nice job by Breck right there.
Newell catches it. He's met. He's going to be brought down by four Tigers. Right down on that coverage.
Several Tigers there in the pile to get a hand on him.
Joplin looked like they were going for the block there, Matt.
It absolutely did. I believe that was number 53 for the Tigers. Going to be Nick Richardson that laid the heavy hit on Newell to bring him down. So Joplin will take over right at about the 47, 48-yard line here, their own side of the field. And then Tiger defense back to work. Joplin going to line up trip receivers to the bottom of the screen. One running back in the set. Quarterback keeps it, and he's going to lose about 7 yards on that play.
They're actually going to give him his forward progress up, so he's only going to lose about 4. But the Tigers, they do not let Crawford go anywhere.
No, it looks like the Tigers this week have prepared for that up-the-middle run with Crawford, and it has not gone anywhere here tonight.
That's a flag. We're going to have illegal motion.
Yeah,
two men were in motion for Joplin there. They're going to lose 5. That's a little confusion down here to the bottom of your screen. 2 wide receivers take off at the same time.
Yeah. Those are pretty easy to call for the referee right there when you've got 2 guys jogging out in motion at the same time.
Well, we caught that immediately. We didn't even need to call our rules interpreter, Gary Schultz, for that one.
Now it looks like the Tigers may decline this one.
Well, the stop was in the backfield. They lost a yard, so the Tigers have declined it. So
Tigers
make it
have
3rd and
declined.
15.
So it brings up 3rd down here for the Joplin Eagles. 3 receivers out. Crawford drops back. He's under
dropped
pressure.
The ball. That ball's loose.
Crawford
falls on it.
Gets back on top of it, but not before he loses almost 20 yards on the play.
Crawford got a little lackadaisical with that ball back there, and he had it in one hand, and it just squirted straight out.
I was not sure Elton Bradford was going to beat him to that ball, but Crawford gets on it.
So now Joplin will be punting. It'll be 4th and 36.
So loss of 21 on that play right there.
I believe we've got Tracy Gates. Nope, we're switching off here. David Adams is going to go back for the Tigers. Gates was out there and.
All right. Kicks up. High end over end floater. David Adams got it and going to have some room to run.
He beats his one guy. He had to beat one guy there, Matt, and he did it.
And he's going to bring the ball back across the 45-yard line. So the Waynesville Tigers going to take over right there and be set up in great field position here for Braden Draley and the Waynesville offense. We've got 2:42 left to go here in the first quarter. Joplin Eagles lead by 7 right now, 7-0. But the Tigers in great field position here after a couple of bad plays for the Joplin Eagles. All right, Tyler Pouncey comes into the huddle for the Waynesville Tigers. Sorry, that was number 19. That's going to be Daquan Epperson comes in. Braden Draley looking for Tyler Pouncey. Wide open. Nice little button hook route right there.
Nice little 15, 16-yard pass completion. Draley to Pouncey.
Well, Pouncey came flying off the line. The Joplin defender turned around to go down the field with him. When the Joplin Eagle defender turned his back, Tyler just spun around, waited for the pass right there, and as you mentioned, perfect little completion to Tyler. Right to him. Tyler goes down, but 15, 16 yards, picks up a first down here, and Tigers have the ball in Joplin Eagle territory.
It's going to be that Dash up the middle. I believe that's Dash Bean again up the middle.
Couldn't tell if that was Dash or
David. That's going to
be David.
David Adams.
David's going to go forward. Forward progress is going to give him about 3 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 7 here. Number 25 for Waynesville, Elton Bradford checks into the game. Quentin Taylor splits out wide to the top of the screen for the Waynesville Tigers. Tyler Pouncey down here to the bottom.
That's going to be Epperson with the ball. He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage.
That time, Elton Bradford in there playing a little fullback, trying to hit that first man to give DeQuan a little room. No gain. Going to bring up about 3rd and 7 here for the Waynesville Tigers. Dashbean comes into the huddle with Braden Draley that time from the sideline. David Adams goes in motion.
Well, now we got 2 receivers up top.
Braden
Brayden under
going to
pressure.
keep it.
He's going to keep it. Going to be short of the first down, I believe. Be about 3 yards short of the first down.
Going to be about
there.
3 yards shy, so it's going to bring up about 4th and 3. Ball sitting just outside the 30-yard line, about 31.5-yard line here for the Waynesville Tigers. Expect the Waynesville Tigers this far into Joplin territory. They're going to go for this one right here.
Well, and it looked like that was a designed run play for Braden too. They put all that motion up to the top of your screen. And outside, Joplin got a lot of pressure. Braden just took it right up the middle on the run.
All right, 2 running backs in the set. Goes to
Dashbean.
Dashbean.
Dash is open. He's in the open field.
10, 5, touchdown, Waynesville Tigers.
Dashbean with a 32-yard touchdown run.
Boy, Dash got into the open space right there, put the afterburners on. Dashbean, nice run right there for the Waynesville Tigers on 4th down. Takes it all the way down and in, and with 28.6 ticks left on the clock here before the end of the first quarter, Tigers have a chance to tie it up or take the lead
Looks
here.
like the Tigers are going to go for 2. First time tonight we've seen Dash kind of go up the middle, and he bounced it to the outside. Joplin wasn't ready for that. Dash just outran the whole Joplin defense.
All right, we've got David Adams and Dashbean in the backfield behind Braden Draley. Draley fakes the handoff. Quick pitch out to David Adams.
He's going to be stopped short.
Coming down the line right there. David diving towards that goal line, but he's going to be stopped just about a yard shy. So 2-point conversion doesn't go, but Tigers get in the end zone here, cut the lead down to 1 as the Joplin Eagles lead 7-6.
28 seconds still remaining here in quarter number 1. The Tigers will be kicking off. Nice drive there by the Tigers.
Absolutely. Capped off with just a fantastic run by number 11, Dashbean. Joplin looked like they were playing that to probably be a run up the middle right there. Dash kicks off to the right-hand side, and boy, he saw open field in front of him, and off to the races he went. All right, as the kickoff team comes on for the Waynesville Tigers. Looks like kicking tonight for the Tigers going to be number 21, Noah Mbanu. Noah, one of those guys we saw last spring for the Waynesville Tiger track team.
And we're going to have offsides.
Not sure who that was over there for the Waynesville Tigers, but I'd say he was a good 6-7 yards down the field by the time that ball was kicked.
So that'll move it back 5. The Tigers will be re-kicking that.
All right, Noah back to re-kick here for the Waynesville Tigers. All right, kick's going to come down at the 25-yard line, going to be fielded there. Going to be brought back up just across the 40-yard line. Not did not get a number on who fielded that. Looks like it's going to be number 20 for Joplin on the return, going to be Colton Thielen. So the Joplin Eagles now in pretty good field position here as we run down the end of the first quarter here. 23 seconds left up on the clock. All right, Crawford back in at quarterback. Joplin splits three wide receivers out to the outside. Crawford's going to keep it up the middle. He's going to go forward and pick up maybe a yard on that carry, not much. Boy, just not the game I expected to see out of the Joplin offense here tonight at all.
No, the Tigers have stopped that running game cold.
Seen Joplin go to the air a whole lot more than I expected them to, and Crawford just not finding anything up the middle on these runs right now.
And that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's good with the Joplin Eagles leading the Waynesville Tigers 7-6 into the first quarter. Matt, you know what that means? That's going to bring us to a Tiger TV Sports Network update. This TTSN Sports Update brought to you by the Tiger TV Facebook page. Tiger TV Facebook. You're going to want to like that Tiger TV Facebook page, Matt. You know who likes the Tiger TV Facebook page?
I'm going to say Chance Allen.
Well, he probably does, but that's incorrect. Loyal viewer and contestant winner Scott Kempen likes the Channel 12 Facebook page tonight. Remember, Matt, tonight's all about Scoot.
I forgot.
This sports update, we're going to talk about the upcoming sports coming up this week in Tigertown. Next Saturday, the boys and girls cross-country team, they're going to be heading up to Camdenton to Hahatonka for the big cross-country meet next Saturday. That is a neat event, folks. If you've never been to that, that's worth the drive up there. I've been up a few times to it. Soccer, they're in the Kickapoo tournament tonight and tomorrow. They're going to be at home Thursday night against Battle.
Tigers get pressure on Ware right there. Ball comes loose, but not until he was dropped. And, boy, that's going to be a huge loss right there for the Joplin Eagle offense.
Elton Bradford on that sack.
Elton Bradford, and right along with him, going to be number 70 for the Tigers. Going to be Jaron Morgan coming up the middle right there.
Huge loss there. That's going to be a 12-yard loss.
Going to be 3rd and 22 here for the Joplin Eagles. Handoff comes this time, looking for space on the right-hand side, but there's a whole host of Tigers there. Going to be number 3, Dustin Hunter, coming to this near side. He's going to pick up a few yards, but it's going to be 4th and forever for the Joplin Eagles.
Joplin will be in punt formation. I want to say a big hello to loyal Tiger TV Sports Network viewer, head wrestling coach Lucas Smith. He's out there watching us on TTSN tonight. Punt is low.
Oh, it's a
the snap is low. Sorry.
Right there. And the ball's going to come across the 40-yard line, go out of bounds. Looks like they're going to spot it down right about the 37-yard line. So the Waynesville Tiger offense, under the direction of Braden Draley, going to come out and take over right there.
Matt, while we're changing possession here, we want to say a big hello to another loyal TTSN viewer, David Lawson, watching us tonight on the Tiger TV Sports Network.
Boy, I'm sure I am glad that you guys were able to set up the snack delivery tonight, because, wow, Mr. Lawson has outdone himself once more with the treats in the booth tonight.
I tell you, only the best here in the Tiger TV Sports Suite.
All right, handoff goes to David Adams. David Adams looking for room on the right-hand side. Still on his feet as he comes across the line of scrimmage. Looks like David's going to go forward and pick up
that ball. Did the ball come loose? Joplin's acting like the ball came loose. Don't see any of the officials acting like the ball came loose.
No, I think the ball could have come loose, but it looked like David was down as he came across the line of scrimmage. He's going to fall forward and pick up about 2, so it'll be 2nd and 8 right there. Ball just inside the 40-yard line for the Waynesville Tigers. Quentin Taylor comes to the bottom of the screen wide out. Tyler Pouncey goes out wide to the top. Draley drops back, looking to this side, looking for Quentin Taylor. Quentin's going to get
He's
his hand.
gonna make the
What
catch.
a catch.
That's going to bring the ball out to midfield. Nice catch by Quentin Taylor.
Boy, Quentin had footsteps coming up his back as two Joplin Eagles were right on him. Nice job of Quentin to be able to even get a foot down right there.
And he took a hard hit, too, and was able to hold on to the ball.
Picks up 11, so that's going to put the ball right at midfield. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Waynesville Tigers. Draley in the shotgun. Gives off to Dash Bean as he's going to go forward and pick up, four yards on the carry right there, looks like. Tigers offense looking a little snappier here tonight. It looks like the ball is just coming a little cleaner out of the hand of Braden Draley, being able to find those receivers.
Nice rhythm.
Absolutely, and just success breeds success here for the Waynesville Tiger offense.
That's going to be Adams up the middle that time, I believe.
Adams going to go forward and pick up about 3 on the play. So we need to send a big hello out there to Tiger TV land tonight. Waynesville Middle School 7th grade football coach Brian Beckler joining us again from Phillipsburg on the TTSN network here tonight. All right,
Adams up the middle.
Adams. He's going to have the first down.
Nice hard run there up the middle by David Adams.
Oh, boy, I thought David clearly had the first down, but where they put it down, not a good spot for the Tigers at all.
I thought David was a good 1.5 yards, 2 yards past that one.
Well, and looking at the near official, he agreed with me because he came in at least on the 39-yard line, if not closer to the 38. The offside official must have come in and respotted the ball. I'm not sure he's got the first down.
I'm not sure
spot.
either. Well, I'm pretty sure David got the first down, but I'm not sure the officials gave him the first down.
With this spot, I'm not sure. It's going to be close here. Expect the Tigers to go forward on 4th down if he didn't, but wow. I thought that was plain as day that David had gotten the first down.
And he did get the first down. Not by much with that spot, but
play works out just the same. So 1st and 10 for the Tigers, ball right at the Joplin 40-yard line here. And boy, like I said, this Tiger offense being able to move 3-4 yards at a clip, be able to throw in a pass here or there, and Tigers just look a whole lot more crisp on the offensive side of the ball here tonight.
Adams in motion to the top of your screen. Draley back to pass. He's looking for Adams. The ball's tipped, and David, ball was tipped. David reached up to go get it, and he was hammered on that play.
Well, made me nervous to see that ball go up in the air. You know, as we were giving the shout out there to 7th grade football coach Brian Beckler, need to congratulate the middle school football Tigers. Both the 7th and 8th grade teams down the hill right now, 2-0 on the season.
8th grade Tigers defeat Jefferson City last night. I had a chance to visit with former Waynesville assistant track and assistant football coach Melvin Myers today. He drove, he was watching that game. Trey is playing 8th grade football for Thomas Jefferson.
Doesn't seem possible.
Doesn't seem possible at all, but we sat at the Missouri Basketball Coaches Association clinic today and had a nice conversation, and Melvin had made that quick trip back from Columbia yesterday to see that game and wasn't very happy with Trey's performance.
Well, no.
But I think that might have had something to do with the way that Tigers played.
Absolutely. 8th grade Tigers winning last night 30-6, and the 7th grade Tigers winning last night 46-16. Big wins. I know that 8th grade bunch was fired up in class today. Is that the Thomas Jefferson was the only loss as a 7th grade team last year for that 7th grade bunch that's now 8th graders. So to come up and just lay the wood to them this year, avenge that last year's loss, they were excited young men in class today. All right. Going to back the Waynesville Tigers up here, 2nd and 15. 8:15 on the clock here to go in the first half. Tyler Pouncey spreads out wide to the top. Quentin Taylor down here to the bottom of the screen. 2 running backs in the set behind Braden Draley. Draley reaches back. He lets a long one go, but he's going to overthrow the intended target right there. Tyler Pouncey at the top of the screen.
So that's going to make it 3rd and 15 for the Tigers.
As Tyler Pouncey makes it back to the huddle. Tyler Pouncey, long run on that pass right there. He's going to split wide out back up to the top. Quentin Taylor to the bottom. Little wishbone formation. Turn. Handoff goes to David Adams.
Adams is going to be brought down finally.
David's going to go forward and pick up a couple yards, but it's going to be 4th and long here for the Waynesville Tigers.
And the punt team's coming on for the Tigers.
All right, back deep to return. Looks like it's going to be number 54, Dylan Wimmer. High snap. Brett gets it down. That's a nice end-over-end punt. It's going to hit right at the 10-yard line. Going to be fielded there by Wimmer. Looking for space. Still on his feet. Spins out of a tackle. Wimmer
he's off to the races. He's got one up. No, Tigers with nice pursuit on that.
Boy, David Adams comes out of nowhere to run him down, because once he got past the Breck right there, the kicker, I thought Wimmer was off to the races.
That's going to be Spencer Newell, actually, on that return,
I'm sorry.
number 4. I'm going to tell you, when he broke out at about the 50-yard line, I thought he was going to the house. I did not think Tigers had a chance, and David Adams comes across field and able to catch Newell and knock him out. So Joplin will take over on the 29.
Absolutely outstanding play by David Adams right there to prevent a touchdown. So the ball sits inside the 30-yard line right at the 29, and the Joplin Eagles will go to work there. Joplin still same formation. Got one running back in the set. Trip receivers split out to the top of the screen. Crawford's going to run it himself. He's looking for space. He's got the first down and still on his feet as he comes down inside the 20, crosses right down at the 15-yard line.
Crawford picks up 15 on that run. He's going to make it 1st and 10 for Joplin.
Boy, and really the first time we've seen Crawford be able to gain any momentum on the ground with his legs here tonight.
Well, it's the first time he's had any space. He's been caught in the backfield many times. Wow!
You talk about caught in the backfield.
That's going to be Eddie Yoon. Eddie was in the backfield almost as quick as the ball was in the backfield.
I was going to say, Eddie almost took that handoff. He met the quarterback and the running back right there. Eddie, some big plays last weekend as we were here on Saturday. Eddie with a blocked kick and a safety. We've seen Eddie get through there quick before.
Crawford's rolling out the throw this time. He tosses it down inside the 10. You get the ball at the 5-yard line. That is
going to be number 12, Gavin Merriman. Well, it's going to be right at that first down yard marker. I'm not sure if he's got it or not.
They're going to give him, they're going to give him the first down. So that's going to make it 1st and goal from the 5.
Saw the Tigers stiffen up that defensive line, keep Joplin out of the end zone earlier. Love to see that right here as Crawford's going to take it himself up the middle and dive.
He is
for
the
touchdown.
Jakeem Crawford with a 5-yard run out of that quarterback shotgun position for Joplin to extend their lead out to 13-6. As Joplin will be attempting an extra point. That kick is up, and it is good. So the Joplin Eagles strike again and extend their lead out to 14-6 here at the 5:54 mark in quarter number 2. Matt Nice punt return set Joplin up with good field position that time, and they were able to capitalize.
Yeah, that you talk about that kick return. David Adams saved the day with the tackle, but the defense not able to stiffen up right there and keep the Eagles out of the end zone. But the good news is the Waynesville offense, with just under 6 minutes, going to have a chance to come down the field and possibly tie this one up before we go to halftime.
Softball teams in tournament action tonight. Picks up a win tonight, 8-1 over Aurora. Congratulations out there to head coach Scott Turner and all the ladies. That kick's going to go deep. It's going to be, that ball's on the turf. Whoa! Sheen picks it up. Sheen's got a chance to hit.
Sheen's off to the races.
He's down that left side.
And just like that, we are back in business.
The Tigers strike again. Wow. Just like they drew it up. Sheen bobbles the ball, runs around the ball, picks it up. Joplin over pursues, and Sheen takes it to the house for 88-yard
kick return right there. Sheen Butler Lawson, as you said, has it get through his fingers, pirouettes around the ball, picks it up. Wow. And boy, once Sheen got in the open field, just pulling away from those Joplin pursuers right there. And just like that, Waynesville's going to have a chance to get on the field right here for the 2-point conversion to try and tie this one up. Woo. Said we had 6 minutes to get down the field and score. That took about 12 seconds.
That's right. Sheen with a nice job. Tigers opened up a hole for Sheen, and once he got through that, after about 10 yards, he was in the open field, Matt. That was a nice return.
Braden Draley going to be dropped
in the backfield
there.
So the Tigers close the gap here. The score 14-12. Now here with 5:40 left in the second quarter. Matt, we got a score from down the interstate in Lebanon. They're up on West Plains 14-7 at the end of one. Scanning the ticker here for some other Ozark scores. Ozark Conference scores. A Thursday night game. Kickapoo took out a little bit of revenge after losing to Glendale last week. They beat Hillcrest 56-8 Thursday night. I had a feeling you did not want to be the team to play Kickapoo after losing down in Springfield to Glendale.
Absolutely. So I look at our Twitter feed right here. Mr. Tim Walls has put up a nice shot of the crew behind the scenes over there in the booth. Anybody out there in Tiger TV land want to give us a shout and tell us what you're up to on Friday night? Send us a tweet. Use that hashtag TigerTV12.
Up the interstate in Rolla, they're tied 7-7 with the Camden Lakers.
High short kick going to be fielded right at the 23-yard line. Going to be brought back forward just about the 30. And with 5:36, Crawford and the Joplin Eagle offense is going to go back to work there. Eric Kane in there on the stop for the Waynesville Tigers on that kick.
Four wide receivers down here at the bottom of your screen.
Joplin going to bunch 4 receivers out here. Crawford all alone in the backfield. Crawford's going to take it himself.
Around that left side, he's going to be close to the first down.
And I was worried about that right there. Flags do come down just as Crawford steps out of bounds. He gets a little shove. Afraid that's going to be a late hit right there. That may cost the Waynesville Tigers 15 yards.
I missed that there. I was watching where they were spotting the ball. Looked like they were going to spot it after for about a 9-yard gain, but
didn't look malicious, but it looked like the Waynesville Tiger defender was pursuing him, trying to shove him out, and boy, just as he got into the wide over there, the defender got there, knocks him down out of bounds. So that it's going to be 15 yards.
Yeah, and that's going to take it across midfield to the Tiger 46.
That's just being aggressive. That's one of those penalties that you hate, but it's hard to blame your defense when they're just being aggressive and trying to get that guy out of bounds. Crawford drops back. He's looking to the left-hand side. Pressure down the middle. Now he rolls back out here to the right.
He's got a receiver.
That's number 11. He brings it forward. He's going to be thrown out of bounds about the 26-yard line. That's going to be Spencer Cornett. We do have a flag down. Holding.
That's good. That'll bring that back.
That's going to bring that back. It looks like that holds about 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. That may cost them 15 right there. It is, and it's going to back them up quite a bit. So, yeah, net loss of about 15 yards on the play for the Joplin Eagles, and we're right back where we started at the 40-yard line on the other side.
So now Joplin is setting with a 1st and 24.
5:20 left to play here in the first half from Tiger Field. We're going to go 4 receivers, bunch down here again to the bottom. Crawford going to take it up the left side. He's going to go forward and pick up a few yards, 4, maybe 5, but not a whole lot of room over there on that left-hand side.
Well, Crawford tried to bounce that to the outside. Had he bounced it to the outside, he was going to meet Eric Kane, so he had to cut it in the middle where the Tigers had pursuit. Nice job of containing Crawford there.
All right, Joplin Eagles keep the formation. Going to be fake the pass out here into the flat.
He's going to let it go.
Down the field.
He's going to he had 2 receivers in the same area, 3 defenders, and he overthrew everybody.
Probably best for Joplin that did go over everybody, because as you said, there were 3 Waynesville receivers or defenders right there that looked like they were ready to go up and have a crack at that ball.
Well, I've got to guess somebody there for Joplin ran the wrong pattern. Don't know that, but they both ended up at the exact same spot.
Corner Xavier Taylor was the one I was spying, thought he might have a shot at that one.
Flag down, little screen pass here. Whoa, he's going to be brought down. We got a face mask. The Tigers.
Pass complete right there to number 3, Dustin Hunter. But as you said, there's a face mask there, and I'm going to guess that when it rips the helmet completely off of him,
it's going to be a 15-yard.
It's going to be a 15-yarder. Not sure.
It'll depend on what the other flag. It came down at somebody on the line of scrimmage.
False start or a hold, either one, we'd offset right here.
We're going to get.
It's going to be a false start on the Joplin Eagle offense.
Personal foul on Waynesville. Those will offset. And we're going to do it all over again.
Do it all over again right there. So, woo, a lot happened right there for nothing to actually happen. So it's still going to be 3rd and 20 for the Joplin Eagles. Ball sits right about the 44-yard line of the Joplin Eagles. Dustin Hunter in the backfield set behind Crawford. Looks like 3 receivers out wide to the right for the Eagles. And they're going to split one wide. Spencer Newell's going up top for the Joplin Eagles.
3rd and 20. It looks like he's looking for Newell. Crawford scrambled over. He's going to run. He's got a lot of carpet out there in front of him. He's going to get it down to about the 40. Picks up 15.
Pick up 15, but he's still going to be about 5 yards shy here.
Now Joplin's got a decision to make. They're on the 40-yard line of the Tigers. Do you go for it here? Do you try to punt and pin the Tigers back? And it looks like Joplin's going to go for it.
4th and 5. They are at the same formation. You've got Hunter in the backfield beside Crawford. 4 receivers out. Crawford looked like he was going to keep it himself. He's going to let the pass go.
He's going to let it go.
Absolutely fantastic coverage by the Tigers right there. That's going to be number 8 for the Tigers.
Gates.
Tracy Gates timed that perfect as he came around the Joplin offensive receiver, gets a hand in there and slaps that ball to the ground. Tracy Gates, absolutely perfect defensive play right there for the Tigers. And Braden Draley and the Waynesville Tigers are going to take over right there at the 40-yard line.
3:59 left here in the first half.
Tigers going to have a chance to come down the field and take the lead here before we go to the halftime break. All right, Waynesville stacks receivers down here to the bottom of the screen. Going to go one wide out. That's going to be David Adams. The quick pass comes to him at the 40-yard line. Dancing, moving, spinning, and David's going to be dropped. I think forward momentum's going to get him pretty close to the line of scrimmage right there, but a little too much spinning and moving. Hard to get upfield right there.
They're going to give him a yard loss, so they'll bring up 2nd and 11.
All right, Quentin Taylor splits out wide to the bottom of the screen. That's going to be Tyler Pouncey going out wide to the top.
Pouncey out there with single coverage.
Handoff's going to go up the middle. That's going to be Adams again, and he's going to get the ball, looks like, back to the original line of scrimmage. But very quickly, it's going to be 3rd and 10 here for the Waynesville Tigers.
So they're going to give him 2 on that, make it 3rd and 9 for the Tigers.
All right, David Adams in the backfield here. This time the ball's going to pitch to David Adams. He's going to go forward and pick up maybe 1, but he's going to be thrown out of bounds. That's going to make it about 4th and 8 here for the Waynesville Tigers. Just not finding any holes right there.
The Tigers are going to send the punt team on. Newell will be back for Joplin.
Timmy Breck back to kick for the Waynesville Tigers. Stands right about the 28-yard line of Waynesville.
That's going to be a high snap. Joplin's almost there.
Low liner kick, going to get off down the field. It's going to roll across the 35, roll dead right at the 33-yard line. So with 2:26 left to play here in the first half, the Joplin Eagles will take over on offense right there.
Timmy with a nice job of getting that high snap down and getting the punt off. Joplin was right there with about 5 guys.
Well, Joplin looks like they've been sending the house every time we've punted tonight to try and get a hand on it, and Tim Breck doing a nice job of taking a high snap that time, a low snap the last time. Tim Breck doing a nice job just to get some of those kicks out of there. So the Joplin Eagles are going to split 2 wideouts down here to the bottom, 1 up to the top. Looks like that's number 3, Dustin Hunter, I believe, in the backfield with back there in the backfield with the quarterback, Joakim Crawford. Hunter's going to go forward, looks right about the line of scrimmage. Going to let a pass go down the middle. He's got a receiver.
That's going to be Newell again. He's going to get it down to the 40-yard line.
Going to be brought down there by number 34 for the Waynesville Tigers. Going to be Trenton Sexton.
26-yard completion there from Crawford to Newell. Crawford this time just takes it around the left side himself. He's got some room. He's going to be close to a first down. That's 7 minutes left in the second quarter up in Rolla. Camden Lakers up on the Rolla Bulldogs 21-14.
That's going to be a illegal motion there on the Joplin Eagles, so that's going to erase the run right there by Crawford.
Down in Lebanon, midway through the second quarter, the Lebanon Yellow Jackets up on West Plains, 21-14.
All right, so that'll bring up 1st and 15 here as we're at 1:40 and the clock rolls. Crawford pressured by Eddie Yoon, going to take it himself. He's still on his feet.
Crawford's going to get it down to the 20-yard line. And much like last Saturday afternoon, I'm immediately looking for a flag out there.
Elton Bradford comes over and makes the stop right there as Crawford found some room and took off to the races up that left-hand side. Clock stops on the first down to move the chains here, so we're now going to have a stoppage. It looks like we may have a timeout Joplin here.
Yeah,
no, it's going to be timeout Waynesville. So that'll stop the clock at 1:28. Joplin moving the ball. Ball sits right at the 20-yard line. Tigers trail by 2, 14-12 here. Woo. This has been a fast, action-packed first half.
Yes, it has. And it's been a fast one because that ball's been on the ground so many times with especially watching Crawford for Joplin threw it a lot early. They backed off some of that throwing now, trying to get that running game going. So Tiger defense has got a tough task ahead of them here, holding Joplin out of the end zone here as we're finishing up the first half.
Absolutely, this would be huge right here. Keep Joplin out, as you mentioned. Just go to the half. Only down 2. Come out and take our chances in the second half. Gotta think Joplin may have thought this might have been a little easier sledding right here tonight. Credit that Tiger defense. They have played outstanding. Crawford's going to keep it. Looking for room on the right.
He's still on his feet. He's inside the 10. He's going to take it down to about the 9-yard line. I think you're exactly right, man. I think Joplin came in not expecting to see this much fight out of this Tiger team. The Tigers have showed up to play tonight.
Absolutely. As you see, number 53, Nick Richardson, checking into the game right there for the Waynesville Tigers. As Eric Kane looks a little banged up on that play, going to come over and visit with Miss Nancy or Miss Cheryl. All right, so 1st and goal here. Ball sits just inside the 10-yard line for Joplin. Joplin splits 3 receivers out. Crawford going to turn, look for him to take it himself.
Nice pursuit
right by
there.
Down the line. Absolutely beautiful by the Tiger defense. That's going to lose a yard.
It's number 52, Eddie Yoon. Crawford had no place to go but out of bounds right there with Eddie right on top of him. We've got another banged-up Tiger down there. He's on the sidelines. I couldn't tell who that was, Matt.
Can't see. Looks like a cramp to me right there.
Yeah, I think it is. It's Derek Anglin.
As he rolled back and started trying to stretch that leg out, that looks, well, and it's a warm night out here for being the second day of autumn. It was a warm one at kickoff.
Well, this whole week has been unseasonably hot, and you know that it takes a toll out here on game night. It also takes a toll in practice each and every day.
It looked like number 22, Christian Anderson, was checking into the game for Waynesville.
Angling up, yeah, I think you're exactly right. I think Derek cramped up there a little bit. This is going to be 2nd and goal from the 13.
So Crawford lost 2 on that last play there. All right, so 2nd goal from 13, 1:11 left to play here. Joplin still with 2 timeouts. As pressure comes up the middle. Crawford's
wanting to throw it. There's nobody open.
And
Crawford doesn't get out of bounds either. He gets it back up to about the 11, but he doesn't get out of bounds.
Nice job by the Tigers to bring him down inbounds here. So we're under a minute and the clock moves. Joplin
not calling. I thought maybe you might see a timeout there by Joplin. Of course, they don't want to leave any time. They just as soon not leave any time for the Tigers.
All right, so 3rd down, low snap. Crawford pass into the end zone at the feet of the intended receiver. That's number 4, Spencer Newell. So the clock will stop on the incomplete pass, but it's fourth and goal from right at the 10, 11-yard line here.
Tiger defense so far, nice job. They're going to get a timeout from Joplin here as they're going to want to talk about this play. But nice job on this drive so far by the Tigers.
Boy, this Tiger defense has played tough all night long tonight. Be interesting to see what Joplin does right here. I don't know much about their kicker. Do you take the 3 and push it to a 5-point lead, or?
But probably, it's right. We don't know about their kicker. My guess is if we're calling timeout and talking about it, we're probably going for it. But once again, we don't know anything about their kicker.
Big 4th down upcoming right here.
Did you see the Tiger defense down there getting fired up for this play? It's basically going to end I would guess, in the first half.
You see head coach Brad Draley, assistant coach Chad Draley in there in the huddle with a host of coaches. Everybody getting in, making sure we know what we are doing on this play right here. I think everybody in the stadium knows how important this play right here could be to this entire game. All right, they do line up to go for it. Crawford.
And 2 wideouts, something we haven't seen a lot of.
2 tight ends in the set. Tight end releases, goes to the end zone. They're looking for the tight end.
And it's going to be knocked away by Xavier Taylor with a great defensive play. That was going to be a touchdown, Matt.
Absolutely.
The tight end was wide open, or wasn't wide open. He was covered on the inside. The ball was coming to the outside. He was getting ready to pull it in, and Xavier Taylor comes over the top and knocks the ball away. So the Tigers will take over on downs at the 11. 33 seconds left here in the first half.
Absolutely huge stand right there by the Waynesville defense. So with 33.4 ticks on the clock, expect Waynesville probably to just take a knee. Going to be happy to go to the locker room down 2 on this. If not take a knee, take that ball right up to the middle on the run. I have to think the Tigers probably going to play this pretty safe.
Well, they do come right up the middle on the run. It's going to be David Adams.
David going to go forward and pick up forward momentum. Looks like they're going to give him about 8 yards on the carry. He got shoved back, but David, nice little burst through the center of the line right there.
And that's going to be the final play of the first half as the Joplin Eagles lead the Waynesville Tigers 14-12. But that great defensive stand to end that first half, without that, it could have been a whole lot worse going in.
Absolutely.
Folks, we got a lot of activity coming up here at halftime. You're going to get to enjoy the Waynesville Tiger Marching Band. But, Matt, you're going to also get to enjoy Shauna Smith and her cheerleaders and the group of little cheerleaders from East and Freedom Elementary performing for us at halftime tonight. So we want you to sit back, enjoy what's going on, and we're going to be back in about 15 minutes for second half action.
Last chance by the 50 raffle tickets. We are pleased to present for your entertainment the Waynesville Tigers Marching Band. The band show this year is titled The Gift, with original music by Jason Lord. The show is comprised of military reflections, beginning with training and camaraderie, moving through glimpses of deployment, and a memorial of our national hero at Arlington. The show concludes with a salute to each branch of the military. Drum majors this year are Cedar Wolf and Gabby Bernard. Soloists are Anthony Esparza on trumpet, Ladarian Harrison mellophone, Ezekiel Deos vocal, and Leah Hahn and Michelle Swink dance. Please welcome the Waynesville Tiger Pride Marching Band. Ladies and gentlemen, your Waynesville Tigers marching band. The band is under the direction of Jim Stockman, Jared Sabato, and Chelsea Hanlon. Assisting the band this year is Laura Smith. The band will have their first competition of the season next Saturday, October 1st at Washington High School in Washington, Missouri. The parade competition will begin at 8:30 a.m. Our field competition time is 4:30. Good luck at your first competition next Saturday. Once again, let's hear it from the WHS Tiger Marching Band. And now, we have a special treat for our audience this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, on the track are your 2016 Fall Future Cheerleaders. These little folks have learned new chants, a new cheer, and a new dance to perform for you guests tonight. Parents, the WHS cheerleading staff would like to thank you for participating in our Future Cheer Clinics.
Watching the Tigers pass. Solid as a rock. Show your Tiger pride. THS Fight. Tigers Fight. And now let's get ready for the cheer dance.
If you could, please direct your attention to the inflatable tiger. The Tiger football team will present flowers to a 6-year-old cancer patient, Saline Nicole Weffer. How about one more big round of applause? Now that the performance is over, please give the coaches and high school cheerleaders time to organize the little ones in the cafeteria. You will then be able to sign your student out from the high school cafeteria, which is located in the west of the stadium. Raffle ticket drawing. We need the winning ticket number, please, so we can make that announcement.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for second half action here at Tiger Stadium. Lots of stuff going on, Matt. At halftime, the great performance by the high school band and then the little cheerleaders out here. Luckily, you got an accurate count on how many of those little cheerleaders there were, and you can let the folks at home know how many of those were.
I think it was 947 kabillion.
Lots of little cheerleaders out here at Tiger Stadium tonight. The Tigers will be kicking off to start the second half. Tigers trailing 14-12 here to Joplin.
Well, I know we were doing our share. There were 3 little cheerleaders down there between the 2 of us.
That's right.
All right,
Joy
Joplin
kicks
fields
off.
the kick. He's going to bring it back across the 35-yard line. So Joplin going to get pretty good field position here to start the second half. Boy, just an outstanding first half of football right there for the Waynesville Tigers. Defensively and offensively, seemed to things just started to click a little bit for the offense and the defense here tonight. And the Tigers put one heck of a half of football together.
That's right. Tigers coming out here only trailing by 2 here at halftime. Defense on the field to start things off. That's going to be Crawford.
Keep it up the left-hand side right there. He's going to get the first down and get out of bounds on the far side just as he crosses the 50-yard line, or right at the 50-yard line.
We saw lots of Joakim Crawford in the first half. Joplin not really able to get a lot else going. Had a couple completed passes. Running back's not able to pick much up. If it wasn't Crawford, the Eagles weren't able to move.
And referee's going to stop the play here.
I think they're going to respot the ball. Yeah, the ball, looking at the yardage marker over there and looking at where the ball was at, it's a little over a yard difference. This time they are going to come, wow, right up the middle. That's going to be running back Dustin Hunter.
And he's going to be dropped by Daquan Epperson, just absolutely hammered.
After a Well, Matt, once again, we don't win the Kiwanis 50-50 drawing. Crawford's going to bring it around the left side, and he's going to pick up about 8, and he's going to pick up a first down.
Yeah, it's going to be a first down either way. There's 7 or 8 on the play, but it's going to move the chains for the Joplin Eagles, and boy, they are quickly into Waynesville Tiger territory.
Man, I thought when we bought those tickets beforehand we were going to have a winner. I really did.
As we've got a flag, stop the play. I think we may have had a receiver off the line over there, a false start on the far side. It is going to be a false start over there on the far side, so that's going to back the Joplin Eagles back up 5. That'll put them back to about the 45-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 15.
Joplin struggling with penalties in the first half. It seemed like probably had 3-4 plays for nice yardage that were brought back by penalties.
All right, so it'll be 1st and 15. Ball sits right at the 45-yard line. Joplin's going to go 4 wideouts. It's going to be 2 up there to the top, 2 down here to the bottom of the screen. Crawford in there, running back. Believe that's big number 3, Dustin Hunter, in the backfield with him.
And
as we've got a discussion here, referees want to come over and talk with Coach Draley.
I'm not sure what this would be about. They're looking back this direction.
Looks like he's looking up into the booth.
And we need no announcements while the plays are running. Wow, Matt, I thought we might be in trouble, but it wasn't us.
I'm pretty sure it'd be hard for us to get in trouble up here behind the glass and the TV screen, but you never know. We've done stuff to get in trouble before.
Yes, we have. That run's going to go up the middle for a gain of a couple.
See, I always like to at least think maybe we're not in trouble. Do you automatically have to go to we did something?
Well, they were looking right at us.
Crawford drops back to pass. Pressure up the middle. Going to be a little short turnaround pass. Nice job right there for the Waynesville Tigers. Believe that's Christian Anderson. It is Christian Anderson.
He gets the tackle and loses his helmet.
Well, I couldn't see his number, but it looked like Christian Anderson.
That's what I was thinking too.
Christian Anderson, nice open field tackle right there. He gets past Christian. He may have picked up 5 or 6 more yards on that. Christian, good stop right there. And it's going to be 3rd and long. 3rd and just about 16 here for the Joplin Eagles. Crawford rolls out to his left. Looking down the field. Pressure comes from Eddie Yoon. He's got a receiver, but he's overthrown him. May have been a little miscommunication. I was looking at the one receiver coming hard down the line.
And had one coming from the middle, too. Tell you the one thing I've noticed here with Crawford, when he can set his feet and throw, he's got a nice arm. The Tigers keep him moving. He has difficulty completing that pass. He's overthrown a couple. He's underthrown a couple.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. You give me the ball to throw, and I've got to outrun Eddie Yoon while I've got to get that pass off. You're going to see me not be real accurate, too, because I'm going to be real worried about what Eddie's going to do to me.
That sounds like something we may try at track practice this coming season.
High punt goes end over end. It's going to bounce and check up right at the 10-yard line. And it's going to bounce back and forth and die right there. So the Tigers are going to take over 1st and 10 at the 10 as we've got 10-11 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Nice job by the Tiger defense to get the ball to the offense here. 90 yards of artificial turf in front of them.
Well, and as you talked about there, Joplin started to get little positive momentum, and a big penalty brings that ball back, and the Tigers stiffen their neck, and all of a sudden Joplin's got to turn and punt it away again. Joplin, some very costly penalties here on the evening. So the Tigers 90 yards downfield have a chance to take this drive on down, get on the board, and take the lead for the first time here tonight. David Adams goes in motion. Braden Draley rolls out to the right.
He's going to be sacked in the end zone for a safety. So the Joplin Eagles sacked Braden Draley 12 yards behind the line of scrimmage for a safety.
Going to be number 75, Jaden Withrow, with the safety right there.
So that extends Joplin's lead to 16-12.
And the Tigers will kick off from deep in their own territory here. So the Tigers will kick from the 20 here after the safety. Tigers go down 4. Still lots of time in this game.
Well, there's lots of time left in the game, Mac. We just came out of halftime. First play from scrimmage. West Plains puts up another score. West Plains is now trailing Lebanon 20-27 down in Lebanon.
Looking for who's going to kick, I believe.
It's going to be Choi, I imagine, isn't it? Yes.
It is going to be Aaron Choi. Kick off for the Waynesville Tigers. So ball teed up at the 20. Joplin deep men stand just about their 40-yard line. It's going to go back over the head. Drop ball. Picked up at the 30. He turns around, comes back across the 35, 40. Spins back in, and he's going to be dropped right about the 45-yard line. So Joplin going to get the ball 5 yards on the other side of midfield here on the kick from the 20, but nice kick right there by Choi to push that ball back. All right, so the Waynesville Tiger defensive unit back in there, ready to go as Joakim Crawford leads the Joplin Eagles, and we see that bunch of 4 receivers in the formation here at the bottom of the screen. Quick little screen pass comes back to number 4.
That's going to be Newell.
Newell's got it, going to be shoved out of bounds, but not until he crosses midfield, and he's, whoa, okay. They're bringing that back. I thought, wow, that referee was going to give him one heck of a spot.
I think he just went for the football there, Matt.
But Newell's going to pick up about 9 yards on the play, so it's going to be second and about 1 as the ball moves across to the Waynesville 46 here. Tight bunch here against the sideline. Crawford in the backfield by himself. Going to run the same play again. Goes to Newell once more. Newell's got the first down, but he's going to be wrapped up as he crosses. He's going to pick up about 2 yards, 2.5 yards on the play, but Newell's going to take a pretty good shot at the end of that one right there. All right. Crawford in the backfield set alone again. And boy, Joplin has run this play.
They're going to run Newell to the
plays
top.
In a row.
There's going to be a flag. There's another flag. There's flags falling like bags of wet cement out on the turf. There's another flag.
Flags aplenty on that play.
And we've got a hold by Joplin. Matt, a score of interest in district action for the Tigers. Branson leading Marshfield 27-7.
All right, we've got the hold, and looks like that's going to be it on Joplin there. I wondered if we'd end up with offsetting.
I did too. I was kind of wondering.
All that laundry on the field, but that's going to back Joplin up. And again, Joplin makes a little progress, brings that ball across half field. Big holding penalty drives them right back to the other half of the field. Joplin having a hard time getting out of their own way here tonight, which is just fine with us.
Well, and that's, Newell with 3 of those receptions.
Crawford comes down the line.
Well, we're going to have another hold.
We're going to have another hold.
Yeah, that right tackle reached out and grabbed Eddie Yoon. Eddie knows it. Look at that. Eddie's already pointing. Yeah, he grabbed me.
Crawford going to get forward and pick up about 4 on the play, but as you said, a hold on the play. Be interesting to see what the Tigers want to do here. It looks like Coach Draley saying back them up. Crawford picked up 5 on the play, but it's still going to be second and 15 from there. But Coach Draley wants to keep them moving backwards, and once again, Joplin just having a tough time getting out of their own way.
Well, it's going to make it 1st and 30.
1st and 30, and Joplin going the wrong direction for them, but a great direction for the Tigers. All right, Joplin going to split 4 wideouts, 2 wideouts to the top, 2 to the bottom, and Dustin Hunter in the backfield beside Crawford, and we've got an official timeout here. The near side referee comes in. They're going to check the placement of the ball here, looks like. So we see number 23 for Waynesville. Going to be Derek Anglin checking into the game on the defensive side. I think they just want to check and make sure that was the 10 yards from the spot of the foul, not from the line of scrimmage. And
second time here in the early going to the second half we've had ball placement.
All right, runner comes in motion. Handoff goes to Hunter. Hunter, boom! Going to be dropped for Waynesville. That I cannot see. Hold on. Derek Anglin right there
Anglin?
just checked into the game. Comes up and makes a big drop for the Waynesville defense right there. So it's going to be 2nd and 30. Hunter in the backfield.
Crawford this time, he's throwing it down the middle. And we're going to have pass interference on the Tigers as Tiger defender lost the ball there, and there was a collision between the receiver and the defensive back, and you know how that usually plays out. It doesn't usually play out to the favor of the defense. So it'll be a 15-yard penalty.
15-yard, but automatic first down is going to be the killer there because it was 2nd and 30, but they're going to get 15 of it on the penalty, but it will be automatic first down. So that'll bring the ball, should bring it right out to about the 50-yard line. The referee does put it down just across the 50-yard line. Ball sitting at the Waynesville 49.
And Matt, apparently it's not an automatic first down.
I thought it was.
I thought it was
not,
too.
So it's going to be 2nd and 15.
Crawford right up the middle. He's
on
still
his
on his feet, and he's going to be brought down inside the 25.
And that will be a first down for the Joplin Eagles. Boy, Crawford just squared those shoulders up, lowered them down, and just took off like a bulldozer down the middle. You are not going to take that big load down, grabbing him up high. You're going to have to hit Crawford low, as he is a big load for a quarterback. And Joplin quickly back up to the line. So quick, they're almost short a lineman right there. Comes to Crawford. Crawford looking for room on the outside.
He's going to be brought down by Anglin over after about a yard gain. Nice job by Derek Anglin.
Gain of one's going to bring up 2nd and 9. Ball sits at the 24-yard line of the Waynesville Tigers. Joplin looks like coming to the line, going to have 3 wideouts to the bottom, 1 wide up to the top. And Hunter going to be in the backfield. No, I'm sorry, that's going to be number 25 for Joplin in the backfield. That's going to be Chris Jones, the big senior in there with Crawford.
Jones gets the pitch.
Jones going to be wrapped up, but not before he goes spilling forward to pick up about 3.
And Christian Anderson loses his helmet again on that tackle.
May need to check Christian's chin strap.
Here's that. That's what Coach Knipe is doing that right now.
Coach Patrick Knipe down there going to do a little tinkering on the chin strap. Crawford going to keep it this himself, looking for room. He's got a corner going forward, and he's going to be awful close to that first down yard marker. It looked, we've got a penalty after the play. Not sure who it's on.
Yeah, I didn't see exactly what happened over there.
The play was clearly over. That's going to be personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct on somebody.
It's going to be on
against
Waynesville.
Waynesville, personal foul. So that'll be half the distance to the goal. Or no,
Yeah, it's going to be half the distance.
Half
from
the
there.
distance because we're right at the 15-yard line.
So that'll move it to the 7. Make it 1st and goal from the 7 for Joplin.
Low snap picked up by Crawford. Crawford's got some space in front.
And he's going to take.
in
Whoa,
for the
but we've got a
touchdown.
flag. We got a flag. That in that area, I'm guessing that's coming back.
Yeah,
it's
but
going to be a hold against
holding.
Joplin.
And boy,
That explains why that big hole was out there.
well, and another one of those penalties we've talked about, it costing Joplin. That time it's going to take 6 points off the scoreboard for Joplin. And credit the Tiger defense for creating some of these penalties, getting down the line, getting into the backfield right there.
Well, so far in the second half, we've had a hold on Joplin on trying to stop Eddie Yoon twice.
Well, we've had 4 here in the second half, so, I mean, you're talking 40 yards alone right there backing the plays up. Handoff goes to Jones that time up the middle. He's going to go forward and get it back to about the original line of scrimmage, back down to about the 8.
They're going to mark it at the 9-yard line.
At the 9, so a little short. So it's going to be second goal from the. I'm sorry, third. No, it is.
It is going to be
with the
second and goal.
penalty.
Yeah.
Crawford looks up to the top of the screen. Tigers, a whole host of Tigers there, and going to be dropped and right at the sideline. But he's not. He's going to get it back to about the 9-yard line, but not much there.
Well, the Tigers strung that out. Crawford was trying to. I don't think that was a pass play, but he was looking for somebody down there to throw that ball to.
So big third down right here for the Waynesville defense. We saw him just before half, just almost identical situation, come up with a big stop on 4th down. Well, 3rd and 4th down here to keep the Joplin Eagles out of the end zone here. So we're under 6.5 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. Runner comes in motion.
Crawford's going to keep it. He gets away, and he's going to take it into the end zone. And there's not a flag on this play, so the Joplin Eagles are going to extend their lead to 22-12. The extra point coming. And they are bringing their kicker out onto the field.
All right, snaps back, the hold's down, the kick's up, and it is good.
That makes it 23-12 here with 6:16 left in the 3rd quarter. Boy, the Tigers defense held and held and held. And we saw a steady dose that time of Joakim Crawford, and he is such a big, powerful quarterback to bring down. I mean, normally he's running plays after that you get the ball to the running back in that position, and he's just such a load to bring down.
So you see a close-up shot there on the sideline of the Waynesville defense. Boy, that Waynesville defense has been on the field a lot already here in the 3rd quarter, doing a nice job, but they have had to be on the field quite a bit here.
T.J. Thomas and Sheen Butler Lawson back deep for the Tigers.
Wouldn't be against seeing another little pirouette there by Sheen and run this one back as well.
Sheen just a freshman for the Tigers. That's going to go to TJ this time.
TJ fields it about the 13, crosses the 20, 25 still on his feet. Hit right down, right about the 30. They're going to mark him just shy of the 30-yard line, so Braden Draley and the Tiger offense will go back to work right there, trailing by 11. 6:10 left in the 3rd quarter.
As you see, members of our military there, I believe. Is that is that ROTC?
That's the JROTC. Believe that's the Raiders program right there with the Tiger flags coming down to get the fans fired up here.
David Adams up the middle. He's going to
Adams
pick up about 7. We've got a flag down on the play.
Well, it's been a lot of flags here in this third
There's
quarter
one
so
way
far.
to slow down a game that you got teams running the ball, and that's to throw a bunch of flags.
So we're going to have a personal foul face mask against the Joplin Eagles right there. So tack on some yards to the end of the run by David Adams.
Well, I like that flag. I thought the way where that flag came in, I was afraid that was going to be against the Tigers for
I
a
was
hold.
too. Well,
I really like that, as long as David's okay.
David stays in, looks good to go. And it's going to be the 15-yard variety, so that's going to put the ball all the way down across midfield. So Tigers going to set up 1st and 10 here at the 49-yard line of the Joplin Eagles. All right, Tigers come to the line. Tyler Pouncey, TJ Thomas. 3 receivers go wide out to the top.
The backward pass to David Adams. He's going to be caught in the backfield. David's going to lose. Oh, we got another flag down. We ran a play without a flag, Matt. So no, we hadn't, had we?
No, we were still back-to-back flags. No indication who this is on yet. As the referees
They're having a discussion.
And they are still talking it over there. I didn't see. I was watching David back here in the backfield.
And
It's going to be a dead ball foul.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Waynesville Tigers.
So that's going to be a tough penalty right there. That's going to back the Waynesville Tigers up 15 after the loss.
So it's going to be a loss of about 10, and then they're going to tack 15 onto that.
So it's going to be about 1st and 35 for the Waynesville Tigers. And it is. It's going to be 1st and 34. No, I'm sorry. A dead ball foul after the play. It's going to be 2nd and 34.
We want to give a big shout out to another viewer watching the game at home on TTSN, Angie Hance. We want to thank her for joining in. Hope she gets to feeling better. So it's going to be 2nd down and 35 because that down counted because the penalty was after the play.
It's a lot of real estate to make up here after the loss on the play plus the personal foul. Draley in the shotgun set, 2 running backs behind. Handoff goes to the 2nd man through. Could not see who that was taking the ball. That's going to be Elton Bradford on the carry that time.
Another big shout out. We got another viewer watching us on TTSN. Ronnie Bowling's watching us out there on the Tiger TV Sports Network tonight.
Fans checking in from all over. Some of our regular viewers may be headed home with the little cheerleaders joining us for second half action there at home.
Draley rolls out to the left. He lets it fly.
Quentin Taylor with the completion.
Nope, it's going to be incomplete.
I thought Quentin came down with that one. Boy, got in behind the Waynesville line right there. That's going to be number 18, Jacob Bartlett, breaks that pass up right there. Quentin Taylor not quite able to hold on to it.
So 4th and 31 for the Tigers. Timmy Breck back to punt. That's going to be Newell back for Joplin.
Newell stands right about his own 40-yard line. Snap comes back high to Breck. Has a little more time this time. Nice high end over end kick. Fair catch called for.
And Joplin will take over on the 46-yard line here with 4:35 left in the third quarter. Matt, that was 2 plays in a row without a flag.
I think you might have just jinxed it, but as long as the flag goes against the bad guys, I'm okay with it.
Well, they've got the ball now. It seems to have worked that way for them.
A lot of holding penalties over there on that Joplin line tonight.
Crawford caught in the backfield that time.
And who else but Eddie Yoon coming around the corner right there, grabs him and throws him down from behind.
We got a Tiger getting up off the turf.
All right, for the Tigers checking into the game right there, it's going to be number 30, Eric Kane, back into the game for the Tigers. And number 62 checking back into the game, that's going to be Colby Carmack.
2nd and 14 for Joplin.
Low snap. Crawford gets it up but off the turf, but he is in trouble.
He's completed that pass. Wow, nice job there by Crawford to keep his wits about him and get that pass off. We've got an injured Tiger down on the field. Believe
that's number 52,
that's
Eddie Yoon,
isn't it?
and he's reaching back on that leg like it's a cramp too. So we talked about, as you see Coach Chad Draley quickly out there trying to stretch that leg out. Boy, it is warm and humid out there tonight.
And you know, we're late enough into the year now. We don't have any of the Misha water breaks scheduled in. I think they're going to actually do that right now. I'm going to say the officials made that decision with Eddie down on the turf. You know, second time we've seen this tonight.
Well, and maybe send a.
Ooh, Matt, that's not a good sign. They're
No,
bringing
that
the
is
stretcher out there, so I think we may be in. Well, they're getting him up, and they're not putting Eddie on the stretcher. That's a good sign.
That's a real good sign right there.
Not 100% sure watching him coming off there that it was a cramp either. Right? Cheryl will get over here and check Eddie out.
Eddie being helped off right there by Dash Bean and Anthony Esparza. But as you said, real good sign when Eddie doesn't need the stretcher, and they're going to come over here and check him out on the sideline. All right, coming in for the Waynesville Tigers on defense, going to be number 63, Nick Clary. Comes back to Crawford. Crawford's going to let a pass go out here in the flat.
It's going to be dropped.
Handle it.
Crawford short on that pass once again. Crawford rolling out.
Pass intended for number 27, Cole Carver. As you said, when Crawford has to make that throw on the run, just not quite as accurate as that one as that pass bounced at the feet of Carver. That's going to bring up 4th and long here for the Joplin Eagles. About 4th and 8.5, 4th and 9. It looks like they've sent in the punt unit. And I believe that is David Adams back to field the punt for the Waynesville Tigers.
It is. That punt is off. It's going to hit the turf.
25, 20, and keep rolling.
David's going to pick it up
and go. David going to be spun out of bounds, but not until he picks up about 8 yards, brings that ball right out near the 29-yard line for the Waynesville Tigers.
David kind of watches and he sees Joplin let down on that pursuit, picks it up and picks up another nice 10 yards on that return.
All right, so Braden Draley, shotgun set, 2 running backs behind him, 2 receivers out wide. Turn, gives the handoff to
David Adams up the middle.
David Adams up the middle, and David's going to spill forward for about 5 on the carry. David hit that hole quick. I didn't think there was much there, but boy, David hit that hole quick, spills forward, and picks up 5.
Tigers into a little hurry up here. They're going.
Goes right back. And that time going to pick up about 10 on the carry. Solomon Garcia in on the stop for the Joplin Eagles, but not before the Waynesville Tigers pick up 10 and a first down. This time
they were same play again. This time David's going to be stopped after about a gain of 1.
Costner in on the stop for the Joplin Eagles, but only a gain of 1 right there. Going to be 2nd 9. Ball sits at the 46-yard line. Just over 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Draley takes the snap. Gives the handoff up the
Dash
middle
Bean
once
this
more.
time. Dash going to get it out to midfield.
Dash Bean good for 4, so that's going to bring up about 3rd and 5 here for the Waynesville Tigers. Ball sitting right on the midfield stripe. Braden Draley gets the play from the sideline, jogs back into the huddle.
It's going to be Dash again.
Dash going to go forward and pick up about 2.5, maybe 3 on the spot.
Depends on where they spot that. Dash is, looks like they're going to give him 2. Nope, looks like they're going to give him 3.
So I'm looking down here on the sideline, happy to see Eddie Yoon up walking around. Looks like he's going to try and walk that injury off as he's stretching and bending that leg and twisting and moving around down here. But it looks like Eddie may be good to go here.
So 4th and 2 for the Tigers. They're going to go for it here. The ball at the Joplin 47-yard line.
Tigers going to split 2 receivers out. Tyler Pouncey up to the top, and we're going to have a stoppage here. It looks like we're going to have a timeout by the Waynesville Tigers. So going to be their first timeout here of the second half. Tigers trail 11 points with 1:44 left to go here in the third quarter. Big 4th down upcoming for the Waynesville Tigers.
You see Coach Draley and the Tiger offense down there discussing what they want to do to pick up these 2 yards. You know, Matt, you talk about big plays in a ball game. This is a pretty big play in this ball game right here.
Absolutely.
Tigers trailing by 11, going for it here on 4th down. You know, right here at midfield. We're going to have Braden Draley in the backfield, Elton Bradford, and DeQuan Epperson in the backfield with Braden. He's going to hand it off. That's going to be a first down. That's going to be Bradford.
Big run right there for Elton Bradford as he spills forward. Not only picks up the 2, but picks up about 3 extra on the other side of it. So big first down run right there for Elton Bradford. All right, so the Tigers 1st and 10. Handoff goes
Bradford
back to
again.
Elton Bradford again. He's going to go forward and pick up about 7. Boy, nice little burst out of the backfield. We saw Elton in there in the backfield a couple times in the first half, and boy, Elton got a nice little burst coming through the line right there. So going to be 2nd 3. Ball sits right at the 35-yard line for the Waynesville Tigers. Turn going to give it. Why not once more? Elton Bradford still on his feet. They're going to whistle dead, but he's going to be close to that first down.
Looks like from the near side official, it looks like he's going to have that first down. And he will from the spot. So it's going to be a first down for the Tigers.
You know, we've called Elton's name a lot on the defensive side of the ball, but kind of exciting to see him get in there and kind of change the pace up there at running back. Is why not keep giving it to him? As that time he's going to be met at the line.
They're going to spot it right at the, nope, they're going to actually say Elton lost about a half yard there.
Well, we saw the Tigers mix that up at running back a little bit last year. David Hawk came over from the defensive side and played some pretty good running back for the Tigers. So Kind of seeing that same thing with Elton Bradford in there. The Tigers set up second and about 11, 10 and a half maybe. Draley in the backfield. He steps back. He's going to let this one go. He's got a receiver deep down the left-hand side. Just going to overthrow Quentin Taylor, the intended target right there. Spencer Newell in there on the defensive side of the ball right there, keeping Quentin Taylor from getting a real clean look at that pass. So it'll be 3rd and about 11 here for the Waynesville Tigers. Ball sits at the 33-yard line or so, 32.5-yard line of the Joplin Eagles. It's a little shift in personnel here. So we see number 11 coming in for the Tigers. That's Dash Bean. Also number 2, T.J. Thomas.
We're going to get a timeout, Waynesville, here as the play clock was just about to go off. So the Tigers will use their second timeout here in the second half. 12.6 seconds left in the third quarter. It's going to be 3rd and just over 10 for the Tigers. Tigers need to get some positive yardage here. If you don't pick it all up, you want to make that 4th down manageable. As they switch back, we've got David Adams and Dash Bean are going to be in the backfield with Braden Draley.
All right, Draley drops back to pass. A little screen pass into the middle. That's going to be David Adams on his feet. He's got the first down.
David's going to be
brought down inside the 20.
He's going to get it down to about the 18.
Nice job right there. Joplin came on the jailbreak. Braden Draley dumps that pass off right over the top of him, finds David Adams in the middle of the field right there. Big play for the Waynesville Tigers there on 3rd down. So it's going to be 1st and down in the red zone. Come the Waynesville Tigers.
And that's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter with the Joplin Eagles leading the Waynesville Tigers 23-12. But the Tigers inside the red zone looking to put some more points on the board. And that's going to bring us to our Tiger TV Sports Network update. This TTSN Sports Update brought to you by the Tiger TV Facebook page. Tiger TV Facebook. You're going to want to like the Tiger TV Facebook page. Matt, who do you think likes that Tiger TV Facebook page?
Head cheerleading coach Shauna Smith.
Well, we already know that Shauna likes the Tiger TV Facebook page. Matt, you don't even get a point for effort there. That doesn't
but
even
we had
count.
little cheerleaders
I'm going to tell you who likes the Tiger TV Sports Facebook page. Head basketball coach Mike Jones from DeMatha High School up in Maryland. He likes the Tiger TV Facebook page. In this Tiger TV Sports Update, we're going to finish off talking about the upcoming events here in Tiger Nation this week. Monday, Lady Tiger golf team will be headed to district play. Softball is going to be taking on a home game with Rolla on Monday. Next Friday, Saturday, they'll be heading to Rolla for a tournament. Volleyball, Saturday they're at the Rolla, or tomorrow they're at the Rolla tournament. We want to wish them good luck, along with everybody else in Tiger Nation.
All right, a little quick pass comes out to David Adams there. He spins through the middle of a couple defenders, going to spill forward and pick up about 6 yards on the play. Ooh, they're going to say 4 yards. I thought David got a little further across that strike, but they're going to say no, so that's going to make it 2nd and 6. Ball sits just inside the 15-yard line for the Waynesville Tigers. Dash Bean and David Adams in the backfield behind Draley. Handoff goes up the middle. Come down, bring it down to about the 10-yard line.
David Adams on that carry. That's going to make it 3rd and
about 3,
yeah,
I think.
It's gonna
Long
be
2,
I was going to say
three.
a pretty short 3 over there. I was going to say 2.
Ball sits just outside the 10-yard line. As you see coming into the game with Draley, there's going to be number 13, Tajay Parrish. .10:40 to play here in the fourth quarter. Turn, give, handoff up the middle. Going to have the first down. I believe that was Adams on the carry. I could not see for sure.
I believe you're correct. I see Dash already out of that pile, so I believe that was David.
David Adams going to take the pile forward and going to be down right about the 7-yard line. So it's going to be first and goal from the 7 for the Waynesville Tigers. As you see number 15, Tyler Pouncey, coming back into the offense for the Waynesville Tigers. Tyler Pouncey splits out wide to the bottom of the screen. 2 runners in the backfield and behind Braden Draley. Draley drops back, rolls out to his right, looking for Tyler Pouncey.
And it's going to be incomplete. Tyler covered by 3 Joplin Eagles there.
All right, that stops the clock at 10:08. Second and goal, ball still sits right at the 7-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down the interstate in Lebanon, West Plains and the Lebanon Yellow Jackets all tied up at 34.
All right, Draley takes the handoff, or takes the ball, hands it off. Somebody's lost a helmet in there in the middle of that. All right, big third and goal here upcoming. Ball going to be just about the 6-yard line, looks like. All right, Tigers going to split. Quentin
To the top.
Tyler Pouncey down here to the bottom. Draley rolls out.
He's looking to throw. He's going to throw it to Pouncey. He's going to throw it out of the end zone. Probably a real good decision by Braden Draley right there. Pouncey covered once again by 3 Joplin Eagles. Braden just tosses that out of the back of the end zone. And it's going to bring up a 4th and 7 for the Tigers.
Choi comes in. Looks like the Waynesville Tigers going to kick it here, but down 11. If you can get
Your 2
3
scores,
right,
right.
2 scores, you can get the 3 back right here, then you got a chance at the touchdown to tie you up. I believe this is going to be the first field goal I've seen Waynesville attempt this year. Ball's going to be put down right about the 14-yard line. So going to be a 24-yard kick for Choi from the left hash mark. Braden Draley in to spot it for the Waynesville Tigers. Snaps back, kicks up.
And
It's
good. So the Tigers cut the lead down to 1 score. It's going to be 23-15 with the Tigers kicking off with 9:41 left here in the fourth quarter.
Nice job by the Tigers there as you see the Waynesville JROTC, the Raiders right there coming flying by with the Tiger flags. So the Tigers cut it to an 8-point game, under 10 minutes to play here in the game, 9:41. Going to ask the Tiger defense to come out and give you another big stop, get the offense the ball back with a chance to come down and knot this one up.
Choi on for the kickoff. Fourth quarter score from up in Rolla. The Camden Lakers lead the Rolla Bulldogs 42-14. Tigers will be making that trip to their arch rival Camden Lakers next Friday night.
All right, Aaron Choi in to kick off for the Waynesville Tigers. High floating kick going to be fielded right at the 10-yard line by Newell, I believe. He crosses the 20.
Oh, my goodness. We got a flag down, and we got Is that Eddie? Eddie Yoon on that tackle.
Good to see Eddie back into the game. Need to send a big shout out to Mr. Colin Long joining us online here for the second half from home.
Colin, one of our loyal viewers. He's a guy that on Friday flies that TTSN flag out in front of the house. So Joplin will take over on their 16.
All right, Crawford going to hand it off up the middle. That's going to be Jones. Jones crosses the 20, the 30. Going to be downed right about the 37-yard line. Big first down run for Jones right there in the Joplin Eagles.
Brought down by Tracy Gates, one of the defensive backs for the Tigers.
Boy, Tracy does a nice job to move up and make that play, but not exactly what you want when your safety's coming over to make the tackle. All right, ball sits at 37. Joplin brings a man in motion. Low snap. Joe Keem looking to the outside. Little space. He's going to be thrown out of bounds. Going to pick up, looks like, 2 maybe, depending on the spot here. No, they're going to say he was must have stepped out right along that sideline there, because it looks like they're going to spot him for no gain.
Big hole out across the 50-yard line. That's going to be Hunter again.
All right, that'll move the chains for the Joplin Eagles. 9:03 on the clock. Clock stops as we reset. Need to send a big TTSN hello out there. Mr. Riley Dunkel joining us. CJ, you know, longtime viewer and part-time correspondent for TTSN. When need some scores and information from the road, letting Mr. Riley stay up late tonight to join us on TTSN.
Crawford with a nice run outside that left side. He's going to pick up about 15 and another first down for Joplin. And there's a flag down, of course.
Why wouldn't there be?
Well, I didn't scan the field.
It's been a little while since we've had a hold on Joplin, so let's go 10 yards back from the spot of the foul.
That hold's going to be downfield. They're going to mark it off from the spot, and that's going to make it first and about 8 for Joplin.
All right, so we're under 9 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Looks like Jones in the backfield set. Handoff does go to Jones up the middle. Still on his feet.
Another helmet on the turf.
Well, helmets are popping off easy tonight. That one's going to belong to Colby Carmack, looks like. So gain of, looks like a long 1 on the play is going to bring up second and about 8. Well, maybe second and 7. They give him 2 on that.
Yeah.
Fake the handoff. Eddie Yoon comes with pressure.
He makes the pass off to big old number 94.
That's going to be Nate Doherty.
And that's going to be about a 20-yard completion there.
Doherty takes it down the field. Looks like he's going to be down right at the 30-yard line. Joplin quickly back up to the ball here. Well, they're going to back it up a little bit here. They're going to say he didn't get it all the way down to the 30. All right, Crawford takes it. Fakes the handoff to Jones and takes it himself, and he is leveled right at the line of scrimmage. Going to be Derek Anglin just absolutely leveling Crawford that time as he tried to come across the line. In fact, Crawford's going to lose a yard on that play.
Crawford rolls out another pass. That's going to be completed up to
Gavin Merriman looks like the receiver on the play there. Merriman going to go forward.
He's going to pick up about 5 yards. About 6 because they were at
second 11, and it's going to be 3rd and 5 here. So, yeah, gain of 6 right there. Big 3rd down right here for the Waynesville Tigers. Play comes in motion. Handoff goes to Jones. Jones comes forward. He's going to be awful close to that 1st down marker. It looks like it's going to be 4th and 1 right here, or maybe even less than 1 for the Joplin Eagles. Huge play. Crawford in the set. That's going to be Hunter back in the backfield with him. Handoff
Crawford.
comes.
He's going to be stopped.
He's going to be dropped.
And the Tigers are going to take over on downs. Tremendous play by the left side of that Tiger defensive line. They got into the backfield.
And we've got a flag.
It's going to be a dead ball foul. It's going to be on
It's going to be a sideline warning.
Will it be a warning?
Going to be the first one should be a warning. The first one. I think Tiger, the sideline, just real excited on that 4th down stop right there. Which, if we could go any further forward from where we're at, we might be a little closer to the field too.
So the Tigers take over. 1st and 10 on their 27.
Braden Draley brings the play in from the sideline for the Waynesville Tigers. So we are 7 minutes on the clock to go here in the game. Waynesville Tigers trailing by 8.
Draley back to pass. He's going to toss it out here to Pouncey. And it's going to be broken up, almost intercepted there by Joplin.
It's going to be Peyton Tuttle, number 46, the defender. Ball gets down to the turf, but as you said, very close to being picked off right there on a low pass.
Well, Tuttle came out of there with the ball, but it hit the turf.
See number 30, Eric Kane, checking into the game on offense for the Waynesville Tigers. Tyler Pouncey splits out wide to the bottom of the screen. Quentin Taylor out wide to the top. Going to be a little pitch back to Dash Bean this time.
And Dash is going to be stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose a yard.
Spencer Newell, number 4, coming up and making the stop right there for the Joplin Eagles.
Looks like Dash is going to lose a couple on that, and that's going to make it 3rd and 12.
All right, so big 3rd down here coming to the line for the Waynesville Tigers. David Adams comes in motion to the bottom of the screen. Draley rolls out. He's going to let one go long, and he's going to overthrow the field right there.
He's going to overthrow Tyler Pouncey. And that's going to bring up a 4th and 12 for the Tigers.
And looks like Breck's headed onto the field, so it looks like the Tigers are going to punt and ask the defense to get another big stop here and get the ball back in the hands of the Tiger offense. Spencer Newell, the dangerous receiver, back deep to receive the kick for Joplin. He's going to move back and stop right about his 45-yard line. Snap comes back. We've got a flag on this play.
Down.
Newell going to be slowed down. He drops the ball.
Looked like another Joplin player fell on it, but we do have a flag back here at the line of scrimmage.
I'm not so sure the Tigers weren't in an illegal formation there on the punt.
They're asking Joplin if they want the ball there, or they're going to make the Tigers punt it again. They're going to make the Tigers punt the ball again. So that'll make it 4th and 17.
And it was legal formation on the Tigers, so that'll back it up 5. And Spencer Newell, the dangerous receiver, going to move up to about the 50-yard line now. Tough penalty right there. Don't want to give Joplin any extra real estate. Don't, after a nice stop on Newell, definitely don't want to give him another chance to return this one, but all right, snaps back. Kicks up.
He's
going to
got
be
a fair caught it. Oh, and we're going to have a flag. I was afraid that was going to happen. The official looked like he was debating on it.
Quentin Taylor, don't think he saw the fair catch called.
I believe it was right here, wasn't it? It was on 64, I believe, Matt. Wasn't it?
I believe it was number 6, Quentin Taylor, that grabbed the.
Okay.
Just don't think Quentin saw the fair catch.
Yeah, we're going to have a personal foul on the Tigers, and that'd be 15 yards for Joplin. So that's going to move the ball to the 37.
So with 5:45 left to play here in the game, Waynesville defense is going to have to come up big yet again.
And they are right now.
Crawford's going to be dropped for a big loss on that one.
Crawford's going to lose about
Let's say
8 yards.
8 yards, 7 or 8 yards, depending on the spot here. Almost 9 yards on the play, so that's going to bring up 2nd and long 18 here for the Joplin Eagles. This Tiger defense pursues right down the line right there, gets some guys in the backfield, and Crawford just nowhere to go. All right, Newell comes in motion for the
Newell's still on his feet. He's going to get
Eagles.
it back. Newell's going to pick up about 11 on that carry, it looks like.
Clock stops right at 5 minutes.
They're going to spot the ball right on the 35-yard line.
So that'll make it 3rd and about 8 for the Joplin Eagles. Take the handoff.
Across the middle.
Pass across the middle is going to be complete. That's going to be big number 94 again, Nate Doherty. So that'll be a first down for the Joplin Eagles and inside the 15-yard line, and Tiger defense really going to have to stiffen the neck now. Newell comes in motion once more. This time the give goes to Jones, I believe. Comes up the middle, looking for some space on that left-hand side.
Takes it down to about the 6. Joplin can get a first down at the, looks like about just inside the 3-yard line.
See a little shift in package here by the Waynesville Tigers. Number 55, Ethan Gatzmeyer. Number 63, Nick Clary come in.
We got a flag down on the play as the Tigers are going to have too many men on the field.
Yep, that little shift in package didn't get that 12th man out off the field before the ball was snapped right there. Five-yard penalty is going to make it awful close to a first down.
So that's going to move the ball down to the, looks like it's going to be inside the 3. Nope, they're going to mark it on the 4-yard line. So that's going to make it 2nd and less than a yard.
Calling to move the ball back there. Now we move it back to about the 4-yard line.
That's where I thought it should have been, because it should have been half the distance from where we were at on that play, and they gave him the full 5, and I thought that was going to get corrected.
All right. Crawford going to keep it himself, looking for room, and he's going to be into the end zone.
He's going to take it in over the left side.
So with 3:38 left to play here in the game, that's going to push the Joplin lead up to 29-15 with the extra point upcoming.
And folks, if you're at home and you've got a student down here, now is the time to head on down to get them picked up. The ball snapped, it's down, it's up, and it is good. So the score is now 30-15 in favor of the Joplin Eagles. 3:38 left here in the ball game. We want to send out some recognition to our TigerTV crew tonight under the direction of the legendary Tim Wallace. Tim does a tremendous job getting everything prepared here, getting his students ready, getting the camera people, all the people running the boards, and Tim just does an outstanding job. Our students tonight are Jonathan, Deshaun, Christian, Skylar, Marquise, and Ashley, doing an outstanding job. We've got a monitor right here, so part of the time we're getting to watch everything that they're doing too, and just an action again tonight. They've got one more football game. Homecoming will be coming up in 2 weeks as Glendale rolls into town. We'll be right back here on the TTSN.
Going to be a lot of stuff going on that Friday. We're going to have the parade, all the homecoming festivities. Definitely want to get down here for all of the stuff involved.
Community
in
night will be that night.
A little bouncer down the middle right here. Going to be picked up and fielded by TJ Thomas. He's crossing the 20, 25, 30. Still on his feet as he comes across the 35.
And TJ loses his helmet. Nope, that's not TJ. That's going to be Josiah Felton, I believe, wasn't it? Nope, it was TJ. I can't tell. TJ.
Helmets aplenty, bouncing and rolling tonight.
So the Tigers will take over on their 36-yard line, down 2 touchdowns, 3:32 left.
Braden Draley finds Tyler Pouncey out here. Tyler Pouncey's going to dive across the 40 and bring that ball out to about the 43-yard line. Gain of about 8 on first down there for the Tigers. They are in a hurry-up offense here.
Well, the Tigers need a quick score and then get the ball back.
All right, 2 running backs in the set behind Draley. Hands the ball off up the middle, and that's going to go to Dash Bean. Is going to go forward and pick up the first down, so that'll stop the clock at 3:01 while the chains move.
The ball's on the turf. On it. A low snap there, and as all Braden could do was just fall on the ball back there. The Tigers need to line up quickly here as the clock is running. Draley throws it down this time. It's going to be intercepted by Joplin. That's going to be number 18.
That's going to be big Jacob Bartlett. Flag.
Of course.
Eric Keynes comes back and stops the the flag comes in after the play. It is
a block in the back on Joplin.
So that's going to move Joplin back 5 yards, but it comes after the interception, so Joplin will keep possession of the ball, and with 2:23, expect Joplin to keep that clock moving here.
Tigers with only one timeout left in the ball game, so they can only stop it once. So Joplin will take over on the 40-yard line. It's coming in at
Crawford takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself. He's looking for running room.
He's right up the middle.
Right up the middle, and he's going to go forward. Ball. Oh.
No, he was down. Crawford with that 25-yard run up the middle. 27-yard run up the middle, excuse me. Nope, 25. That's what I thought. They had to respot that ball again. So.
All right, so pickup of 25 stops the clock on the first down as the chains move. Ball comes down to the 35-yard line. So with 2:04 and the clock moves.
Joplin in no hurry. They're going to let that play clock run down. Crawford's going to keep it again. He's going to pick up a couple. Second and 8 for Joplin. Ticking. They won't have to get a snap off here till about 1:15. Crawford up the middle again. That ball's loose.
I think they're going to say Crawford.
I think they are too. Just getting ready to say, Matt, Joplin's not even taking a chance on a handoff here. They're just going.
So we hit a minute to play here in the game. Joplin leading 30-15. Joplin probably going to have to snap it one more time.
Yeah.
And Crawford up the middle once more.
He gets stopped, and they are going to.
I'm going to have one.
We're going to get a
play,
time.
like.
Well, official stopped the clock. As the Tigers call timeout. So it's going to be 4th and 5 for Joplin at their the Tiger 26-yard line, or excuse me, the Tiger 29-yard line. Now we may see Joplin might do something here to keep the ball out of the Tigers' hand instead of just going back up the middle with Crawford. I would doubt that, but.
Well, as you mentioned, it's 4th down, so if they don't make the first down, the ball's going to turn over to Waynesville. Expect to see probably Crawford or maybe Big Dustin Hunter. Expect to see a pretty strong run. My guess is they're going to try and get that first down to just hang on to it and then be done. But Waynesville uses its last timeout, so they won't be able to stop the clock again.
Crawford's going to throw it. He's got a little screen pass out to the tight end. He's going to take it down inside the 10-yard line. That's going to stop the clock.
That'll stop it on the first down, but I expect that's probably going to be the last play of the game right there. Tracy Gates in on the stop for Waynesville there on the play. And it's going to be first and goal from the 10. And
that's going to be the ball
it.
game. As the time's running out here in the fourth quarter, we're going to end this thing up. The Joplin Eagles come into town, defeat the Waynesville Tigers tonight, 30-15. Tigers next week will be making the trip up to Camden to take on the Lakers, and then 2 weeks from tonight, we're right back here, homecoming night, as Springfield Glendale comes into town. We hope everyone enjoyed the broadcast tonight. Hope everyone has a great weekend. For Matt Johnson, I'm Mike Rollins, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.